Hey guys, LootWizard here with another video on Gems of War, another Soulforge video, and we have a new legendary troop out, so we're going to go and try to get that as well. So let's go right into it here. Go to the Soulforge first, and we'll check out what weapons are in here. These aren't that great, really. I don't really recommend those. Let's see if there's anything down at the bottom here. We have a couple of doomed weapons. We got the doomed tome and the doomed helm. I don't recommend those doomed weapons. They're not the best ones. Are the doomed weapons that convert gems into doom skulls. That's what you want to look for. So let's go over here to the troops. Going through the summoning stones. We'll start at the top here. And I'm just going to go through them quickly to see if there's anything I'm going to recommend. Sea Troll, maybe. There's a few giant teams that's good in. See if there's anything else here. And nope, nothing else really. Sea Troll's the other one that's a maybe for me. And then looking at the legendaries and mythics down here, not a lot of great stuff this week, except the Possessed King, of course. We'll get to him in due time here. Orion is a legendary troop, not really that good. And then Sir Quentin Hadley, this is actually a pretty good legendary troop. It allows all knights to start with 50% mana, and then it will convert purple gems to yellow and green gems to skulls. It deals also spell damage to 2 random enemies. So it's a pretty good legendary troop. It's probably the best one here. Matron Dragatani, it's okay at early levels, but its power is limited at higher levels in my experience. This one here is kind of interesting. It does some damage to all enemies. Destroys a row in a column, so a little mana generation there. But the main use that you probably want to include this in your team for is it will conjure a Starstorm at the start of every turn. So you're going to have 2 colors of gems coming down, and I believe yellow is one of them. I don't think it's blue. I think it's like yellow and maybe purple. I'm not quite sure here. I haven't built a team with it in a little while, but I think when I did build a team with it, I was surprised that it wasn't both yellow and blue, because that's the color of the card. I'm pretty sure one of the colors was yellow. The other color, I think, was purple, but or red. It might have been red. I have to check that out, but one of you guys probably knows and can put it in the comment section below which colors it creates. So then moving on here to the mythic troops, which ones do I think are the best and the worst? Well, Shade of Zoran is the worst, and I would say Vash Dagon is the second worst. Mother of Darkness is okay, but if there's one mythic that you want to craft this week, it's the Possessed King. This thing makes just about every team you include it in better when you have it fully traded, because if you trade down here the Unstoppable Possession, you will explode 2 random gems on a 4 or 5 gem match. So very, very useful for generating mana quicker in your teams. So that's pretty much it there for the Soulforge. Let's go over and check out the new event, and then we'll go to the troop, the new legendary troop. So we have this event here, Raising Nefertani. And I didn't do anything in the shop yet. It's probably going to be spell damage that it's increasing. We'll take a look here once I get enough tokens to form badge, and then enough badges to form a medal. Medal of Pharaohs. Look at that. We got a medal. Let's go equip it. And yes, I do only have one medal of Venetia. I'm so bad at farming Explorer for more of those. All right, so the medal of Pharaohs will give us 160% skull and spell damage. So if we do have options for either of those, we can decide if we want to go with the skull team or if we want to go with a spell team. So let's go in here and see what kind of team we can make. The role and restrictions are right here. So we can only use assassins, defenders, and mana colors of yellow and purple. So I'm going to do base rarity and see what mythics I have for this. Not a lot of great mythics here that I'm seeing. Of course, like if you got Zolgoth, that's you could really do some serious damage at higher levels. But Gorgotha would probably be a good option there at the top. What else, though? King Iron-Gut's going to be too slow to go with at the beginning. Do we have anything that does spell damage to all enemies? Let's see. For mythics, I mean, Champion of Anu kind of has a spell that does damage to all enemies. Other than that, Glaceon would be great for skull damage. We could use that. That is an option. But I may have to see what weapons are available to do damage to all enemies, especially here in the lower levels. We're going to want something that can clear everything pretty quick. So I might just go ahead and use a doomed weapon if I have one. Oh, hey, we have the finesse troops. That's what we could do. You could do 2 of these finesse troops and then a weapon. Okay, doomed axe. We could put that down there. Or we could see what else we have. There is dancing daggers. Or we got Dawnbringer. See what else we have here. Black manacles. You could put that in there. So at least there's some good weapons here that we can use for damaging all enemies. Life and Death is available. It's not damaging all enemies, but still, it's a good weapon. Nimbus Bow. But that'll create blue and yellow. So, I don't know. That's not really the best option. Rope darts in there. Secrets of the Crypt. There's some good weapons that we can use for this event. That's nice. I think I'm just going to stick to Dawnbringer, though, because I have it. If you guys don't have that, you can use any of these other weapons. Even something like this, Fiendfire. Yeah, it uses purple, but it's going to fill up anyway because you have potions of explosion and enchant. So, actually, why don't I just put that in here and put, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you do top or whatever because it's not getting blocked. For class, I'm going to go over and use the Stormcaller class because it will create a light storm at the start of every turn, which will be amazing. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to select double yellow. Double yellow. Purple, maybe. Guess we'll go with that because our weapon is purple. And with the 2 finesse, they should power up pretty quick because there's a potion of explosion enchantment and we got a storm going. So, once I do this, it'll explode the whole board. We get a bunch of yellow going. That's powered up. Yeah, definitely higher levels, those finesse are just going to chew through anything. For sure. Especially if you're using the Stormcaller class, you're going to get a lot of 4 and 5 matches. And that will just increase the power of not only the finesse troops, but also your weapon here. Whatever weapon you choose, if you have the Stormcaller class, it will just really, really increase the magic damage of that. So, yeah, that's some of my ideas here for a team. I would definitely use something with the finesse troop because those are really powerful. And with the Stormcaller class, that would work really good. So that's my suggestion there. Let's go and get the new troop first and check it out. I don't know why I clicked there. Let's go to the shop. And where is the new troop? Weekly events. Tomb Knight. 300 glory for 1 arcane trait stone. This guy will destroy a column. Gains 35 armor and attack. Boosted by yellow gems destroyed. Gains barrier. That's a lot of attack that it does gain. That could be useful. So I'm just going to buy him up to Mythic. It's all good. Let's go over here to resources. Always buy my max of that every week. Those event keys are what's going to be useful here for trying to get this new legendary troop. So event keys is where we're going to get it. And I usually do 50 at a time. And if we get really lucky, we're going to get it the first time here. And we got 2 legendaries, but not the one we're looking for. There we go. Second time. There we go. We got it. So this thing here does damage to all enemies, boosted by cursed enemies. Boost ratio is 2, so for every enemy that is cursed, you get an extra 2 damage. So you can only get an extra 8 damage to all enemies. That's not really that high. For every cursed enemy, give barrier to a random ally. Okay, so that's nice. And then down here in its final trait, it says 25% chance to curse a random enemy when my turn begins. So that can be useful. So I'm going to go level this guy up. Totally forgot his name. So I guess now I got to scroll through here and find him. Actually, probably a better idea if I just do order them by level. Because it should be the lowest level troop. Should be right here. And we'll go ahead and trait the thing. And check out our level here, level 19. Get that all up there. Now it's going to do 35 damage to all enemies. That's pretty good. And I'll get an extra 8 if all the enemies are cursed. Yeah, you probably just best not even to try to calculate that because it's not going to give you too much extra damage. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We got the new legendary troop. I could try to build a team with it real quick. Just to test it out here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. I don't really want to use that. What team should I modify? Guess I could modify this one. Now I forget what that legendary troop is called. It's got some weird name to it. I gotta go through and scroll through all these legendary troops. Oh yeah, it's right there at the top. There we go. Alright, let's throw this in here. It does use brown, so we can use Mountain Crusher. That's a good thing. So I'm going to go over here and select Titan class. So why not? Now, since it is cursing enemies, we could, what can we do to increase or gain some advantage on that? Like if there's a troop that does extra damage to cursed enemies, we could take advantage of that, but I don't really see... I don't really know of any troops that really do, so I'm just going to go with something like this just for now. Just to see how much that 25% really comes into play. Well, we got one curse there. I do want to shut down this Essence of Evil, because that's going to be annoying. And we'll cast this. You know, I don't know how powerful or useful this troop is going to be. I mean, honestly, I have a bunch of troops that I can pick for. That can do damage to all enemies pretty good. So really the main thing that you would want to use this troop for is the curse ability. So I'd have to take a lot more time to think about what kind of team to build with this. It's an okay legendary troop, but the curse thing, you really have to find a team, other troops that are going to go well with that curse ability that it has. So, that's it for this video, guys. That's about all I have for you today. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.